Miss, I am Aisha V. Malintad. Today, I will recite The Eight Stages of Social and Emotional Development by Katie Erickson. The first stage is infant. The, the trust versus mistrust. Birth to 1 year. Infant needs must be met by the caretakers who are responsive and sensitive. Infant should be cuddled and fuddled. And resolution results development of trust, sense of the world as a safe and dependable place. Um, Non-resolution development of mistrust, fear of the future, and a suspicious mind. The next stage is toddler, the autonomy versus the shame and doubt. 2 to 3 years old. As the child begins to crawl, walk, and explore his surroundings, the conflict is that um, whether uh, whether they will assert their wills or not. Resolution. Uh, children, uh, children, um, resolution. Children acquire sense of interdependence and competence uh, when parents are patient and encouraging. And non-resolution is that the children um, the children develop excessive shame and doubt if the parents are overprotective and always curtail their child's freedom of movement. Um, the third stage is preschool. Um, the initiative versus the guilt. Um, 4 to 5 years old. Um, uh, Development of mental and motor abilities. Resolution. Uh, Resolution if in this stage is that children acquire initiative if parents allow them to run, slide, play with other children, and go bike riding. Non-resolution in this stage is that children develop sense of ineptness and inadequacy, a self inadequacy, and feel that they are mere intruders, istorbo or pasaway, and they become the passive recipients of whatever the environment brings. The next stage is the school age. The industry versus the inferiority. In this stage is school age, the uh, 6 to 11 6 to 11 years old. Okay. In this stage is that the child concern is that how things work and how they are made. um, Next is the resolution of this stage is that the children gain sense of industry if their effort will recognize, rewarded, and reinforced. And non-resolution of this stage is that the children um, develop um, the children develop the sense of inadequacy and inferiority, especially when the parents and or teacher rebuff uh, uh, rebuff I mean ridicule ridicule and constantly scold or ignore the child's effort to improve. The fifth stage is the adolescence. The identity versus the rule confusion. Um, in this stage, 12 to 18 years old. Um, 12 to 18 years old. Encountering encountering adolescence, children experience psychological revolution and search for answers to the question, who am I? Who am I? What do I value? Where am I headed my life? That's adolescence. And also in this stage is that trying many new rules, and teen or parent usually conflict teen and parent conflict usually occurs. Okay, the resolution of this stage is that the establishment of integrated and coherent image of oneself as a unique as a unique person as a unique person resulting to the sense of centered identity. The next is the non-resolution of this stage is that the rule confusion or negative identity like hoodlum or delinquent. Okay, let's proceed now to the sixth stages of development. The young adulthood, the intimacy versus the isolation. We all know that intimacy is the capacity to reach out and contact to the other person, and also intimacy is the ability to care to the other person without the fear of losing their selves. And the rejection results of withdrawal, isolation, and the formation of shallow relationships. The next stage, the seventh stage, is in the middle adulthood, the generativity and the stagnation. We all know that generativity is that the entails of selflessness, while the stagnation is that the example, the people are preoccupied with the material of position or physical well-being. The next stage is the eighth stage. The eighth stage is the old age. The ego integrity versus the despair. Okay. In this stage is that the self-accounting, or it is the self-accounting. Maybe it will result to the sense of satisfaction of the accomplishment of the person in this stage. Okay, that's all. Thank you, miss, and that's all the 8 stages of social and emotional development by Katie Erickson. And thank you, and God bless.